So hi there. I'm doing the recap right after class. So this is actually not my green screen. It's my new, actually my new set that I created. So missed you guys, the ones who weren't here. We really had fun. And next week you'll have to look at Lily's gloves because they were like where it's at, and I'm going to get myself some. So let me kind of pull up our screen and walk through, kind of what was. Whoa, what's that all about here? What's going on here? Let's pull this up here. Maybe that's my problem. Hold on a minute. Let me stop sharing a second because I don't want you to miss this. So, technology, stick with me for a minute or two. All right, share screen. There we go. All right. So our recap from last week is we talked about how did you do with the food? Because our message from last week was making sure that you look at food not good or bad, and that you actually enjoy what you eat. Now, I've spent a lot of years of my life not enjoying the food that I ate because it was good for me. And I grew up in an era where there was legal food and illegal food and really struggled with that diet mentality. And one of the things this program is designed to do is to help you realize that there are no good or bad foods. So were you able to savor your food? Were you able to actually sit and taste it? How did it feel in your mouth? Kind of like when we did the good food and the bad food. How did it feel in your mouth? Did it taste salty or gritty, or what was the texture? Remember, some people liked peanut but didn't like peanut butter. I love peanut butter. Now, the other issue that we talked about was not eating in front of a screen. I can tell you that I did perfect at breakfast. I had my toast and my eggs at breakfast time. I put myself in the little breakfast nook that we have in our kitchen, and I enjoyed the out of doors, and I really, really paid attention to what I was eating, whether I'd put too much salt on my eggs or not enough salt. And so how did you do? I know a couple gals said that they had trouble this week because they had homework to do and they had schoolwork to do, or there was actually a TV in the dining room that was on. There were a couple evenings where I actually took, because Bob really likes to watch TV and eat his dinner, and I actually made goulash. That's a whole nother story. I'll tell you guys that some other time. But he likes to eat and watch the evening news, and then he switches back before the ABC evening news and CBS, and it drives me out of my mind. Pick a channel and stick on it. But anyhow, so a couple times I went actually into the dining room all by myself, and he's going, "What are you doing in there?" I said, "I'm not eating in front of a screen." So this was a project for me. So let me know how you did. So those girls who watched the recap, in order to be entered to get your shirt, make sure you let me know that you watched the recap. This is another one of our lessons from last week that I think was really powerful. That food isn't good or bad, but what we would like you to consider is, are there some foods that you feel better when you eat it and it's better for your body? We know that processed foods and sugary foods and fatty foods are not exactly what our body was made to digest. They usually taste a little bit better. So if you can think about maybe an 80-20 rule, 80% power food, 20% pleasure food, and sometimes your pleasure food is actually a power food. Making sure that if something upsets your tummy, then you might have an allergy, or you might have something that causes you not to eat that one. The other thing is, I'd like you to try different textures of foods and different vegetables. We had a Brussels sprouts conversation because I'm a huge Brussels sprouts fan, but Brussels sprouts don't like me so well. I have to sleep in another room because it's not very pleasant to be around me. But I love the taste of Brussels sprouts. And some of the other asparagus and some of the other vegetables that you might not have on a regular basis, go ahead and try to eat those. So I want you to continue to savor your food. The other recap was the hunger scale. And I know for the majority of my life, I ate by the clock. We ate breakfast in the morning, I had lunch at noon, and then we had dinner in the early evening and a snack before bed. And that was sort of like the routine. Never once did I stop to think, am I really hungry? Or while I was eating it, was I eating past the point of being full? So this particular aspect takes a lot of work. And so continue to actually listen to your body and say, am I hungry, or am I upset, or am I nervous, or am I bored? And give yourself some grace where this is concerned, because this takes a long time to work. I know I was an emergency room nurse for a lot of years, and I mean to tell you, we would like run into the break room, take a scoop, and off we went. And so never once ate like a decent meal at work. So those are some things that are going to be good habits for you going forward. So our discussion today was wearing an outfit you felt really good in and comfortable and confident, and finding a style that is uniquely yours. I'm not going to play the message from Susan, but she had the conversation with us about, dress because you feel good, not because it makes somebody else feel good. And this is something you're going to probably have to try on a couple different styles. You might like, because some of the girls like really a retro look, which I think is cool, or a bohemian look, or bib overhauls. But know that your body is yours, and whatever you put on it is sending out a message. So this is one of my favorite outfits. I think I probably wore it. It's actually packed to go out, to go on a trip this weekend, but we walk through what outfits. So for me, my favorite outfit was actually this jean jacket and this pair of jeans. It feels like butter. They're so soft, and they've got holes in them. I've worn them, and I put them on, and I feel like I'm getting a hug from this, not because they're too tight, just because they make me feel good in them. Now, my husband thinks it's terrible because he thinks people are going to think we're poor because I'm wearing clothes with holes in them, and he's not really fond of them. But when I want to have just a comfort night, these are what I wear. Now, I'll show you my alter ego. Let me go off here for just a quick second. Stop share. So here's my alter ego. We're actually going to a big fancy dinner this weekend. This is really not my alter ego. This is my real ego. So I'm wearing this long black dress with this silvery, sparkly, and we're talking gaudy, silver, sparkly jewelry. And I've got the gaudy silver shoes over there. But this is my other, I feel sassy when I wear that outfit. I feel like I can walk into a room and you know what? It's me. I can wear that pretty well. So that was sort of the conversation we had about style. But it's important for you to send a message to the world about what your style is. Are you a future senator, future Supreme Court justice? Are you creative? And don't be afraid to be yourself. Wear something that says, man, she rocks that outfit. She looks good in that. And if there's an outfit, haven't you had one of those where you had to keep pulling it up and keep adjusting it? That's not comfortable. That's not what we want you to do. We want you to show the world who you are, not how you're fitting in. So you might experiment with some different looks, and whether it's like a bohemian look or, different colored hair or whatever, you can certainly go ahead and do that. So one of the projects we want you to do is make sure that you declutter your closet or your room. So you make sure that when you get up in the morning, you can very easily find some clothes that you feel good in and that you look good in. And if your closet is full of those clothes that just make you have to adjust, or you don't like them, your auntie gave them to you for your birthday and you're never going to wear that pickly sweater, give it away. Give it to somebody that is going to wear it. And if your closet is so full of clothes from a couple years ago and you've grown a couple inches, you're never going to get them. So what we want you to do is actually make a couple piles. Now, decluttering your closet and pulling everything out of it is a big project, but try things on. How do they feel? Does it pinch you in the waist? Does it, I got a certain shirt. Every time I put it on, it's a color that doesn't feel good. So I have a big tub between, like, I have two closets and Bob has one. So it's kind of in like the foyer around our bedroom. And today that shirt went into the foyer because it was yellow and it made me feel sallow. But if you're going to give away things, make sure you run it past your parents because they may know of a family that needs to have clothes. There are a lot of people with the hurricanes and fires who've lost a lot of things who could probably benefit. And then I want you to kind of go shopping in your own closet. Pick out 3 to 5 outfits that make you just feel like you're rocking the world, that you really feel fun. And then think about accessories. I wore these earrings because they match the buttons on the jacket. But if I wore something different and had a different necklace on, it would look totally different. So go ahead and accessorize and make sure you look good in what you're going to wear. And let's see. So your question for this week is, what message are you sending out to the world? And what are your clothing saying about you? So our next class is next Tuesday, September 29th. And what we're going to be dealing with is that mean girl that lives inside your head. That voice that says, oh, you're never going to be good enough. You're never going to make the volleyball team. Who do you think you are? And we're going to work on some strategies that are going to silence that mean girl in your head. So listen, send me off a message so I know that you watch this. And if you've got any questions during the week, you know how to get a hold of me. Your mom needs to be watching the Facebook page so they can see what's going on. And I will see. Shoot, the drawing. I got to do the drawing. I've got to do it. It's for an Amazon gift card. So let's see who's going to win. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to pick this name right here. Oh, it was blank. That one's blank. Let's pick up the names that were here. Okay, let's pick the name. It's Elena. Elena wins a $25 Amazon card. So I will be getting that off to her. So I'll see you guys next week. Be good. Behave yourself. Pinky swear. Take care. Bye-bye.